What's up, travel fam? If you're looking for a South American destination that's rich in culture, natural beauty, and an incredibly high standard of living, then Uruguay needs to be at the top of your list. This often overlooked gem is not only one of the wealthiest and safest countries in the region, but it's also insanely beautiful and just oozes a unique laid-back sexiness. So grab a mate and let's explore the wonders of Uruguay together. We'll kick things off in Montevideo. Montevideo is a true urban gem, a cosmopolitan city that masterfully blends its European heritage with its passionate spirit of Latin America. As you wander the narrow cobblestone streets of the Ciudad Vieja Old Quarter, you're instantly transported back in time. Lavish Art Deco and neoclassical buildings with intricately carved facades and wrought iron balconies line the plazas, hinting at the city's former status as a crucial Spanish colonial trading hub. But just a short walk away, you'll find yourself in the modern, chic neighborhoods like Poquitos and Carrasco, where Montevideo's contemporary face is on full display. Here, sleek high-rise apartments with floor-to-ceiling windows overlook the city's stunning Rambla, the lengthy waterfront promenade hugging the Rio de la Plata. Stylish cafes and restaurants spill out onto the sidewalks, with immaculately dressed porteños sipping cortados and feasting on the delectable cuts of grass-fed beef from the city's famed parrilla grills. Despite its distinctly urbanized air of sophistication, Montevideo has an undeniable warmth and laid-back attitude that is quintessentially Uruguayan. You'll randomly see sharply dressed businessmen sharing a mate with construction workers on park benches. Tango dancers perform impromptu in historic plazas as families stroll by after an evening shopping the ramshackle Tristan Narvaja flea market. With miles of pristine Riviera beaches, a booming gastronomy scene, stylish outdoor cafes, and a tangible, laid-back yet sophisticated vibe, it's easy to see why Montevideo is frequently ranked as having one of the highest qualities of life of any city in South America. Next stop, Uruguay's incredible beaches. No visit to Uruguay would be complete without exploring its breathtaking coastline along the Rio de la Plata and the Atlantic Ocean. And what beaches they are! As you make your way east from Montevideo, you will see Uruguay's beach scenes. Vast swaths of powdery white and golden sand seem to stretch endlessly to the horizon, framed by towering dunes, swaying palms, and the sparkling turquoise waters of the Atlantic. This is beachside paradise on an epic scale, with enough variations to satisfy every sunseeker's desires. There are the glitzy resort cities like Punta del Este, dubbed the St. Tropez of Uruguay, where tanned beachgoers lounge on plush cabanas, sipping champagne between dips in the sea. Its chic beaches give way to a lively social scene at trendy clubs, mansions hosting raucous asados, and yacht-filled marinas. But just a short drive away, you'll find world-class surf breaks luring tanned wave riders to funky little beach towns like La Paloma and the legendary Point Break of La Pedrera. These bohemian enclaves have a decidedly more low-key, rustic chic vibe, with ramshackle beach ranches hosting nightly drummings and parties under the stars. Perhaps Uruguay's most bizarre beach destination, though, is the remote hippie utopia of Cabo Polonio, an isolated sliver of sand only accessible by hiking through massive dunes or bouncing in on 4x4 trucks. This tiny community epitomizes beach chill with its ramshackle huts, wandering horses, and a complete lack of cars or paved roads. No matter which of Uruguay's sublime beaches you stumble upon, though, one thing is constant: that legendary beach culture and zest for embracing an alfresco oceanside lifestyle at a delightfully slow pace. You'll see families and friends gathering daily for asados and mate sessions as the sunsets paint the sky orange. Drums and guitars emerge as beach bonfires crackle, and the parties seem to languidly blend from one day into the next in that intoxicating Uruguayan way. Now, let's look at the Uruguayan countryside. But Uruguay's appeal extends far beyond its cities and beaches. As you venture inland from the coastal cities, the landscape seems to exhale and unfurl into a boundless ocean of gently undulating plains and grasslands. This is the Uruguay of old, a vast, fertile countryside dotted with swaying palm groves, ramshackle colonial estancia ranches, and small farming villages where life moves at a deliciously unhurried pace. In regions like Pueblo Eden, artisan vintners are crafting some of the world's most acclaimed Tanat wines on small boutique properties. You'll find families stomping grapes the old-fashioned way, before uncorking bottles of inky red elixir beside crackling asado barbecue pits under the stars. Locals insist you sample their small batch grape liquors and artisanal cheeses as you wander village markets. But it's at the great estancia ranches where you'll be fully immersed in Uruguay's most fabled tradition, that of the legendary gaucho cowboys. On properties like Pueblo Eden, families have been working these vast pasture lands for generations. You can explore on horseback across a landscape virtually unchanged for centuries, herding cattle and sheep alongside grizzled gauchos clad in iconic bombachas and throwing tirelessly whirling bolas to wrangle strays. After days spent galloping across the featureless Pampas Badlands under the endless Uruguayan skies, you'll retire to cozy colonial estancia haciendas. There you can sip robust Tanat vintages beside crackling fires, savoring the pastoral silence broken only by the faint clopping of horses and cowbells in the distance. This is the Uruguay of a bygone era, one still spiritually preserved in the warm smiles and generational knowledge of the beloved gaucho people. Whether tasting the nation's most celebrated wines against the backdrops of timeless vineyards or exploring estancia life astride magnificent Criollo horses, Uruguay's rural realms provide an immersive window into its storied agricultural soul. And of course, we should mention that Uruguay is a safe haven. Uruguay's reputation as the safest country in South America is well earned and one of its most attractive virtues for locals and expats alike. This is a nation that exudes an overwhelming sense of social harmony, community, and progressive values that foster a palpable aura of security. At its core, the widespread feeling of safety stems from Uruguay's incredibly low crime and violence rates. Violent crimes are remarkably uncommon, even in the capital of Montevideo. Locals can walk city streets day or night without feeling a sense of threat or unease. As one longtime resident remarked, "You can leave your car or home unlocked without worry here, a level of trust that's so rare nowadays." But safety extends far beyond the absence of crime. There's a social cohesion and respect for human rights that contributes to Uruguay's stability. The people here aren't just neighbors, they're an extended family looking out for one another. Gushed an American expat. Basic needs like healthcare, education, and housing are treated as fundamental rights, not privileges. This commitment to equality and progressive ideals shows in tangible policies like Uruguay's legal same-sex marriage and LGBTQ anti-discrimination laws, which foster an environment of acceptance and inclusion. A strong social safety net helps reduce socioeconomic polarization that can breed unrest. Alejandro, a teacher, summed it up. "We have our issues, but there's a deep belief that we're all in this together as Uruguayans. Whether you're from the city or countryside, straight or gay, rich or poor, you're welcomed and can participate in the society we've built." It's this holistic sense of security, physical, economic, social, that is Uruguay's signature. Expats are constantly amazed at how quickly they shed their ingrained big city suspicions and adopt the laid-back attitudes of friendly Uruguayans unencumbered by constant fear. As one British retiree effused, "I visit my home frequently, but can never replicate the simple peacefulness I feel strolling the Rambla at sunset in Punta del Este or sipping wine on a bodega's patio." In Uruguay, there's this ever-present sense of tranquility that becomes addicting. With its robust democracy, progressive social policies, and a national identity rooted in secular philosophies like education and human rights, Uruguay has crafted a cohesive society where safety and respect are cultural norms. It's a shining example of how emphasizing shared societal values can cultivate peace, prosperity, and belonging across all strata. Little wonder then that this Switzerland of South America has become a haven for expats lauding its unrivaled security and ambient tranquility. In a world still plagued by turmoil and division, Uruguay stands as the continent's oasis of safety, inclusion, and social harmony unlike anywhere else in the Americas. Finally, let's look at the prosperity of the nation. While its scenic splendors and rich cultural heritage are huge drawing cards, one of Uruguay's most impressive features is its sheer livability and economic prosperity. This small nation consistently ranks among the wealthiest and most developed in all of South America. At the core of Uruguay's success is its steadfast commitment to democracy, robust legal institutions, and an economic philosophy focused on openness, privatization, and attracting foreign investment. Its stable progressive government and respect for civil liberties have fostered an environment ripe for entrepreneurship and business growth across sectors like agriculture, technology, and tourism. Uruguayans enjoy not only one of the highest per capita incomes in Latin America, but also a quality of life that would be the envy of many Europeans. A strong social safety net provides universal healthcare, education, and a robust retirement system. The country boasts very low poverty and crime rates, making its cities like Montevideo and Punta del Este among the safest metropolitan areas in the region. This culture of peace and institutional reliability has enabled Uruguay to cultivate a highly educated, skilled workforce, driving growth in cutting-edge industries. You'll find tech startups and entrepreneurial hubs thriving in modern districts alongside traditional agricultural powerhouses like its world-famous grass-fed beef, dairy, and wine exporters. But perhaps the most tangible sign of Uruguay's remarkable prosperity lies in the lifestyles of its contented populace. Sidewalk cafes radiate with the relaxed air of a populace enjoying ample leisure time. Families frequently vacation at their modest coastal cabanas, while students flock to pristine beaches for asados and celebrations. It's a daily scene of public plazas packed with friendly folks simply soaking up the rewards of their nation's stability and high development. So, while the stunning vistas and cultural wonders may lure visitors initially, it's that pervasive sense of peace, safety, and opportunity for all that leaves the most lasting impression of Uruguay. In a region still grappling with extremes of wealth inequality and unrest, this progressive, economically robust nation stands as a model for what's possible through forward-thinking policies and resilient democratic values. So there you have it, explorers, the incredible nation of Uruguay, quite possibly South America's most underrated and alluring destination. With its perfect blend of Euro elegance and laid-back Latin charm, stunning coast, vibrant capital, and fascinating rural areas, it's no wonder this progressive, safe, and absolutely gorgeous nation is viewed as the entire continent's crown jewel. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, brush up on some Uruguayan Castellano, and get ready to fall in love with a place that effortlessly exudes sexiness, sophistication, and an incredibly high quality of life. This is Uruguay, the richest, safest, and undeniably most seductive country in all of South America. Do like this video and subscribe to this channel so you can see our next video.